the derailment of the Chandigarh-Dibrugarh Express. As far as the derailment is concerned near Uttar Pradesh's Gonda, the latest information that we are tracking in connection to this is the fact that 4 people have died. This is confirmed information that we are getting. 7 people are critically injured. And in fact, over 25 people are also said to be injured right now.
04 चंडीगढ़ से डिब्रूगढ़ जाने वाली ट्रेन थी।
सर क्या पता चल रहा है किस वजह से पटरी टूटी थी?
अभी ये कहना बहुत अर्ली होगा। अभी हमारा पूरा फोकस जो है वो रेस्क्यू ऑपरेशन पे है। जो यात्री वहाँ पे फंसे हैं उनको आगे ले जाने के लिए रेक का अरेंजमेंट किया जा रहा है। वहाँ पे बसेस की व्यवस्था की जा रही है। तो हमारा फोकस है रेस्क्यू ऑपरेशन, यात्रियों को उनके गंतव्य स्थान तक पहुँचाना। उसके लिए हम लोग कार्य कर रहे हैं।
सर, दुर्घटना होने के बाद जो कुछ यात्री हैं वो सफर कर रहे थे, तो अब वो गाँव के रास्ते दूसरा वैकल्पिक मार्ग तलाश रहे हैं, तो क्या उनके लिए कोई व्यवस्था की जा रही है?
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल, जो भी यात्री उस ट्रेन में हैं उनको उनके गंतव्य स्थान तक पहुंचाया जाएगा। उसके लिए रेलवे ने एक रेक का अरेंजमेंट किया है और बसेस का भी अरेंजमेंट वहां पे रेलवे कर रही है। उनको गोरखपुर में लाकर और जो वहां पे हैं उनको वहीं से प्रॉपर तरीके से उनको उनके गंतव्य स्थान तक भेजा जाएगा।
Railway CPRO there giving us the latest information about how the people who are affected, who are injured, multiple people that we saw who are getting out of the trains as well, trying to escape, will now be taken to their locations, their destinations as well. My colleague Adib joins us on the broadcast to get us more information on this. Adib, the latest that we are tracking right now, 4 people have died, 7 are also critically injured, and also this has impacted the entire train network. 2 trains have been cancelled, 11 diverted as well. What's the latest that we are tracking?
See, what we are picking up from the ground is that rescue and relief operation has started. What we can confirm at this point of time that several people have sustained injuries in this incident in which a train has derailed. And what we are learning on the ground is that the local administration, including the railway police force and the senior administration of the Gonda, have been rushed to the spot to assist in the rescue and relief operation. There are a number of trains that have been diverted from this route. The entire route has been closed, and this particular rail station has been closed by the railway. And railways has already issued the helpline numbers for the families, those who have been affected in this rail incident.
Right, Adib, also, Adib, a 40-member medical team is also said to be on the spot. 15 ambulances have been rushed as well. What's the latest that we're tracking as far as those injured are concerned? Because we see multiple people there who are picking up their luggages and heading towards the village, trying to get out of this entire accident site. What's the latest that we're tracking as far as their condition is concerned, and also what's the railways now doing to ensure that they reach their destination safely?
Well, alternate arrangements will be made by railway for the passengers, those those who are in the trains and those who have been affected by the train derailment. But as of now, the top priority of the railway and administration is for the rescue and relief operation. Those who have sustained serious injuries, they have been rushed to the district hospitals of Gonda and all the nearby hospitals of including CSCs and PSCs. They have been put on alert. The neighboring districts are of Ayodhya and that of the Lucknow. They have been put on high alert, and the top focus of the administration and railway is at this moment is of the rescue and relief operation. What we are learning on ground is that around 10 to 12 compartments of Dibrugarh Express have derailed in Gonda.
Also, Adib, a quick follow-up question there. Understandably, the focus is all on the rescue and relief operation right now, but also, do we have any sort of an information about what potentially caused this derailment?
Well, see that's a part of the investigation, but the railway's top focus is on the rescue and relief operation, and investigation will soon start in this matter, that how the train got derailed in the first place, what led to the derailment of the train. But the railways and the local administration top focus is of that of the rescue and relief operation. As I've been telling, a large number of ambulances have been sent to the spot to assist the people. Medical teams have been rushed to the spot to assist people at the spot itself, and those to those who have suffered minor injury and those who have suffered serious injuries, they are being moved to the hospitals in Gonda.
Right, Adib, of course, we'll keep coming back to you for more on that. Appreciate you joining us on the broadcast with all those details. Viewers, this is the latest that we are tracking. 4 people have died, 7 are said to be critically injured. And even as we speak right now, earlier we had a reaction also coming in from Yogi Adityanath, the Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh, and now it's the Deputy Chief Minister of the state as well, Keshav Prasad Maurya, who's tweeted about this incident. He's called it a very sad incident, and he said that he's received information about the deaths of several people as well. He's prayed to God for the speedy recovery of those injured, and in fact, he's also mentioned that the state government has already directed the district administration to ensure that rescue and relief work is carried out at a very fast pace as well. So clearly this is the latest that we are tracking. A lot of information coming in, and prima facie, a major tragedy seems to have been averted. This is of course a tragedy. 4 people are said to have died. But meanwhile, if you look at the visuals there, multiple bogies that have clearly derailed, and not just derailed, but also overturned. And what this has also meant is that several trains on this entire network, which is a very crucial network, have already been diverted. A couple of trains have been cancelled. 11 trains have been diverted. This is the latest we are tracking. The Railways has already deployed a rescue team that's already reached the site. And the information that we have is that 40-member medical team is also there on the spot, and 15 ambulances have already been rushed. So the railway authorities there clearly doing all that they can to ensure that the rescue and relief operation is carried out, and also those that are injured are immediately given the medical treatment that they require. But the big question, of course, remains as to what exactly caused this derailment, because in just the past 30 days, this is the second incident that's come to light. And again, big questions about the safety of the passengers as far as Indian Railways are concerned. My colleague Sneha joins us on the broadcast as well. Sneha, this is now official word coming in about 4 people having been killed and also 7 people being critically injured. But we still do not have any word about what potentially could have led to this particular incident.
That's right, Ashish. In fact, let's just look at what we know as of now. 4 people have been killed. There are at least 7 who are critical in the hospital. There's the Uttar Pradesh Deputy Chief Minister who has gone on record to say that there are several people who have died. We don't have the numbers of what he means, of how many the references is. This is a big, big disaster, not only in terms of number, but the frequency of how these instances have been repeated. In fact, let's just look at some of them that have happened in just a span of a very short time. Look at 1 month ago. You had the Kanchenjunga Express and a goods train collided. You had 10 people who died, a locomotive pilot. Just before that, you had the big, horrifying Odisha, the collision of 3 trains in Odisha, where 290 people had died and over 900 people had been injured. Then you had the Andhra Pradesh, where you had 2 passenger trains that had collided, where you had at least 14 people who had died. And we must remember, the probe report had eventually showed that the pilot was actually watching, the locomotive pilot was actually watching a cricket match on the phone. In fact, if you look at the previous Kanchenjunga Express accident also, the collision with the freight train, the probe report eventually that was filed by the railway security official would clearly specify that this was an accident in waiting because the protocols were not followed as were supposed to be followed. So who's responsible for these derailments? Who's responsible for these collisions? In a country like India, is life so cheap where accountability cannot be fixed? I think the government has huge questions to answer, particularly
Absolutely.
the railway minister as well. However, Ashish, it's important to point out in this particular case, we do not know what caused this derailment, and that's also extremely important to know.
Absolutely, Sneha. As we await the official word on what exactly caused this derailment, as expected, the buck stops at the Railway Ministry and the Union Railway Minister, under whose watch multiple such incidents have come to light. In fact, we already have one political reaction coming in as well, and this is from the Trinamool Congress that has clearly attacked the Union Railway Minister Ashwini Vaishnav, attacking him, calling him the blue-eyed boy of the Prime Minister office. And he's clearly now, the TMC has clearly said that this person now, the Union Railway Minister, is costing the nation several lives in fact, because of the fact that they are now sticking to him. In fact, before we get to all of those reactions as well, we continue to track all the latest as far as the death toll is concerned. And Sneha, this is of course, like you were talking about, this is not an isolated incident. We are still awaiting the official word on what exactly caused it. And now we are also looking at the rescue and relief operations also that are underway. 40-member medical team, from what we are understanding, has been sent to the spot. We also have 15 ambulances which are there now. Rescue efforts are also underway, and also arrangements are being made by the state government to ensure that the passengers who got out of the trains are now sent safely to their destinations.
We are also being told a team of army soldiers have also been deployed, and they are helping with the rescue and relief operations as well. Right now, of course, the focus, as the Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister as well as the Assam Chief Minister have mentioned, has been on the rescue and relief operations, has been in ensuring that there is medical aid and facilities which are available for those who require medical emergency services. We'll have to get details from the ground to see how much of this has actually worked out, how many of these patients could be given immediate emergency services, could all of them be given the immediate emergency services. So that also needs to be looked into. Nonetheless, the focus right now is on the rescue and relief operations and the medical care, as with any disaster. But really now we need to move beyond just this one case and look at the larger picture of what stands with India. Can India afford these kinds of derailments and collisions so frequently? Can India, that is looking to be a superpower, in just about a matter of few years, managed to have life so cheap? These were people who were going about their daily work, their daily profile, their daily jobs, traveling from point A to point B, and some of their lives have completely been snuffed off. Some of them are critical in the hospital, at least 7. So these are questions that really need some very solid answers inside the parliament, of course, and as well as outside the parliament. Even if the parliament session is not going on, the railway minister does have to address these concerns that are now being raised by everybody, including ordinary citizens for that matter.
Absolutely, Sneha. Also, we now, of course, are looking at the visuals that we're playing on our screens right now about the tragedy that has occurred, and prima facie, it looks like a major tragedy has been averted. I know it's not the right time to talk about that, but again, you look at these scenes now, you think the death toll would run into a large figure, and what we're tracking right now seems to be just 4, which of course is again indicating that a major tragedy has been averted given the scale of the incident, because several bogies have not just derailed but also overturned.
That's true. In fact, Ashish, and to answer all of these things, it's also very important to know for the fact that what caused this particular derailment. There may be lots of arguments that this requires a probe, and only after the probe we'll get to know, as most of the times the government official statement is. But nonetheless, prima facie, the Uttar Pradesh government as well as the centre will have to respond that what caused this derailment. What we know, that there are at least 6 AC coaches that have been derailed. There were 12 coaches in this particular train. We don't have an exact number in the derailment, but Times of India is saying 6. There are other reports of 4, so we are not very certain about that. But nonetheless, there are quite a few of coaches that have actually derailed in this particular case. If that has happened, one cannot wait for a complete final probe to know the cause of derailment. The government, both at the Uttar Pradesh as well as the centre, will have to respond as to what caused. And that will be very crucial to understand whether this is yet another lapse or what really triggered this kind of a accident. In most cases, this is not supposed to be happening. This can clearly have been avoided. We'll have to see what kind of a protocol, where was the lapse essentially.
Absolutely, Sneha. Like you rightly pointed out, the complete picture will only be out once we know the exact cause of what actually resulted in this particular tragedy. In fact, but before that, we still have a lot of official confirmations and reports and also data that is being thrown around. Let's also listen in to the CPR of the Northeastern Railway as well, who's of course officially given us some information about what went on and also the number of casualties and also what exactly is being done right now at the spot.
वहाँ पे मेडिकल वैन, टाइमली जो रेलवे की मेडिकल वैन होती है, आरएमई साइट पर पहुँच गई है। राहत बचाव का कार्य शुरू हो गया है। हेल्पलाइन नंबर इस्टेब्लिश कर दिया गया है, 5 जगह अब इस्टेब्लिश किया गया है, लखनऊ, गोंडा, देवरिया, सिवान, छपरा, गोरखपुर में भी एक हेल्पलाइन नंबर इस्टेब्लिश किया गया है। इसके अतिरिक्त साइट पर जो हमारे डॉक्टर हैं रेलवे के वो पहुंच गए हैं, मेडिकल इक्विपमेंट्स पहुंच गया है, रेलवे की टीम्स पहुंच गई हैं। अभी जो प्राइमरी इन्फॉर्मेशन हम लोगों को मिली है साइट से एज ऑफ नाउ की अगर बात करें तो 1 डेड रिपोर्ट हुआ है और 7 इंजरीज रिपोर्ट हुई हैं,